Have one for tuning into the first Snow Watch of the winter of 2015-2016. We're going to have a northerly snap coming up on Friday and into weekend that will bring the risk of snow to some places. Now, this is still a little way off, so determining where that snow risk is rather uncertain. I think certainly for Scotland there's going to be a risk of snow, and draped around the edges as always because it's a northerly wind, so it means anywhere exposed to wind, so greatest risk of snow, that's draped around the western and the eastern coast. Central southern parts of the country always more sheltered from northerly winds, so unless we can get some sort of disturbance to gather up the snow showers, such as a trough or a polar low, a little bit early in the year for polar low, but later in the winter you can get polar lows. But certainly a trough, something like that, to gather the showers up and push them southwards. Unless you get that, then it's very difficult to penetrate those snow showers through into the south of the country. And these disturbances happen at fairly short notice as well, so we won't know until later on in the week whether we are going to get one of those disturbances to bring some snow showers down to the south. So we'll just have a look at the latest ideas from the GFS model in a second. This is from westcent.de and weatheroutlook.com. So have a look at that in a second. But very along with that, just to say about the ads, there's links to articles on the page of gas it's separate browser widgets and click through the links. So if there's any articles that you're interested in, thanks very much for doing that. There's video ads on most of the pages, and they open out the content when you watch them. They'll close back up again, it's all helping to pay for the website. And just to say about snow, it's pretty much the hardest sort of weather element to forecast in this country. So it's very, very, very difficult to forecast snow in the UK. So this is just a rough guide to what might happen at the weekend, but it is, of course, subject to change. A, because it's still a long way off, quite a way off, and B, because it's very difficult to forecast snow in this country. But we'll give it our best shot, and here we go for midday Friday. This is the latest GFS, the midday run of GFS for midday Friday. This is when the cold snap is beginning as these northerly winds come down across the country. There is a weather front, but if it was further north, could have engaged this cold air and possibly produced some snow to the south, but I don't think it's going to. It's to the south of the country, even at midday on Friday, and it'll be pushing further south into France anyway, so I don't think we have to worry about that too much. Famous last words. It's really just this northerly wind coming down, bringing those snow showers. As we go through to midnight on Saturday, we're firmly in this northerly then. Proper Arctic blast coming down across the country, following ice marks back there. The air is originating from a very long way north. That lasts into Saturday, so Saturday will be a cold day with a strong northerly wind, making it feel really cold, especially compared to what we've been used to through what has been so far an exceptionally mild November. And we keep that northerly wind going up to midnight on Sunday. This little T here is just indicating the possibility of a trough or something running down the western side, running through the Irish Sea. So it's this little elongation just here across Ireland midday on Saturday. Midnight Sunday sees it down across Wales and southwest. It's just some sort of a trough or disturbance running through the flow that probably would enhance those snow showers in the west. By the time you get through to Sunday, the air is beginning to back towards the Atlantic, but it is still cold for Sunday. But as you go through to start of next week, we will cut off that northerly flow as the wind reverts back to your west. So this really is just a cold snap rather than a prolonged cold spell. The -5 ice firm is one of the minimum requirements for snow, and that's going to be pushing southwards through Friday. So at midday on Friday, it's across the north. Not into the south. By the time you go through to midnight Saturday, though, that -5 ice firm is clearing the country, so we're all within -5 HPA air. The -10 line is coming into Scotland. That's very cold air heading into Scotland. And then we keep that -5 ice firm through the country as going to Saturday, and it lasts into Sunday as well. And the dew point's looking quite good over the weekend also. That's indicating the temperature at the surface, really, when they go below freezing. If you've got the -5 ice firm across the country, and you will always get snow if you've got precipitation. But that's the caveat in this country, that very often when you've got the air temperatures right for snow, you don't get the precipitation. So at midday on Friday, we've got the dew points below freezing across Scotland and Northern Ireland, not so further south. But by midnight Saturday, Saturday, all parts of the country have got sub-zero dew points, so it will be frosting as well as being cold enough for snow if there's any precipitation. The dew points stay very cold, below freezing into Saturday, and lasting into Saturday night. A very hard frost possible out of the wind on Saturday night. In fact, even in the wind, I think there will be a penetrating frost. So it might not necessarily be white when you wake up on Sunday morning from frost, but if you was to try and dig your garden, I think the soil will be quite frozen. And that can't last into Sunday as well. Very cold with those dew points below freezing again on Sunday. So the upper air temperatures and the dew points look okay for snow over this weekend. What about the precipitation though? So we've got that area of rain across northern France on Friday. As I said, I don't think you're going to have to worry about that. If it's further north, it could engage that cold air and produce some snow for even southern parts of the country with this sort of a setup. But the front is to the south of us, so again, I don't think you have to worry too much about that. Snow showers across Scotland during Friday. And then you see what happens as we go through into midnight Saturday. We've got some precipitation running down the North Sea, threatening the east coast. Also precipitation around these western coasts. Elsewhere, though, quite a lot of dry weather. And then we run through into midnight on Sunday. And again, it's the same idea. We've got these wintry showers or snow showers running down the east coast. Something coming down west coast. Well, maybe some prolonged snow for Wales. I wouldn't rule that out. Possibly going down to southwestern England, particularly over the moors. Of course, southwestern England, probably likely to be rain around the coast, but certainly something wintry coming down the western coast and something wintry down the eastern coast, but most other areas you notice looking mainly dry at midnight on Saturday, and they go through into Sunday, and again those snow showers, wintry showers are draped around the coast. So the key issue with this is that it doesn't look like it'll be a tremendous amount of precipitation around, but it is early days. If you have a look at the temperature, so the temperature for midday on Friday is around 7 or 8 degrees in the south. Cold though for Scotland, just 1, 2, 3 degrees up there. Widespread frost on Friday night and Saturday morning. Cold day for Saturday. Temperatures in the south just 4 or 5. In the north just 1s and 2s. Another hard frost, even harder frost on Saturday night. Temperatures widely going below freezing, and again another cold day on Sunday. And then finally having a look at the precipitation type chart from theweatheroutlook.com. These are very useful for determining where you've got the risk of snow falling. So we've got pink areas, that's snow, blue is rain. Of course, the divide between blue and pink can sometimes look very well defined, such as there, and it's not always that well defined actually when it comes to the weather. But nevertheless, pink is snow, blue is rain. This is a precipitation type forecast starting off at 6 o'clock in the morning on Friday. So we've got that heavy rain just to the south of the country that looks like it'll really impact France. Area of snow, probably snow showers coming down into Scotland through the course of Friday. I think you'll do okay for snow showers across Scotland on Friday. Notice some very vibrant pink colours there for northern eastern Scotland. That's heavy snow coming down through Scotland during Friday. Nothing much elsewhere, although some snow showers coming through southern Scotland in towards northern England by Friday evening. That area of snow comes down the North Sea coast as we go through into Friday evening. It looks like this is mainly being restricted to the coast, so along the east coast coming down into East Anglia. It's possible that could be further inland though, certainly in the with snow showers, so we may get something even coming down inland in the early hours of Saturday morning. I wouldn't totally rule it out. Not a huge amount of evidence of that on this chart, but I wouldn't rule it out. Also snow showers around Northern Ireland and through Northern Ireland and around these Irish Sea coasts as well. We go through into Saturday itself, and again it's around the fringes that we've got those snow showers. Elsewhere it's looking mostly dry. Going through Saturday afternoon, again restricting those snow showers to the coast. Notice something in terms of rain coming through the Irish Sea, and that could give some snow perhaps to Wales and southwestern England Saturday night into Sunday. Otherwise a lot of dry weather, and then you go through into Sunday itself, and again it's looking mostly dry through the course of Sunday, although again wintry showers, suggestion of rain by then around these eastern coast. So it doesn't look like there's a huge amount of precipitation coming down with this northerly wind, certainly for the south. I think Scotland will get the greatest risk of snow on Friday, and then probably some snow showers or maybe some longer spells of snow around the eastern coast coming southwards on Friday night. That could be the best chance Friday night and Saturday morning of even bringing some snow showers through the Midlands, central southern England. I wouldn't totally rule out the possibility. There's not a huge amount of evidence that they will develop inland, but I wouldn't rule it out. So you may, I don't think produce any more than a dusting probably for the Midlands, central southern England, but you may wake up something a little bit wintry on Saturday morning. After that, it looks like it's really restricted to the coast, so Wales, southwest England, also the eastern coast, those sort of areas, and Scotland exposed to that wind and risk of snow showers. Probably not a great deal elsewhere, but it's early days. We may get a trough or something, pep things up a little bit closer to the time, so we'll keep an eye on it, and we'll probably update Snow Watch again. If we don't do it tomorrow evening, I suspect it will be on Friday. So that's all for now, and thanks for watching.